Hi, I'm Alec. This is my first blog about Confessions of a Public Speaker, which is a book we're reading for my communications course. This week I read chapters 1 and 2. I'm going to start with chapter 1 and explain a little bit about what the chapter is and then kind of my takeaway messages or analysis. So chapter 1 was talking about how the author tried to avoid defining himself as a public speaker due to a lot of stigma around the idea of public speaking, where everyone's afraid of it and many people aren't good at it. Another concept he brings up in chapter 1 is that we mess up about every 1 word in 10, which is a huge statistic. It's almost unbelievable that anyone can public speak with those statistics. But that brings me to my next point of opportunity for mistake. It's okay to make mistakes, especially in public speaking. It's all about how you deal with them. A lot of the times your mistakes can become the funny part of a lecture, which hooks the audience in even more. Don't try to be perfect. That was my main takeaway from chapter 1, is that you need to allow yourself some mistakes while publicly speaking, just like right there, and just move on. Now the second chapter, chapter 2, he was talking about how a lot of people have fears, even the people who have publicly spoken for many years or have done many lectures, still have that fear or have that anxiety. It makes sense because it instinctually goes against what our brains are taught, is that there are so many eyes watching us that it makes us feel uncomfortable and fearful due to the predatory aspects of humans. It's a natural stress response. That's something that he brought up about how it's just kind of a biological aspect of humans to feel fear when having a lot of eyes on them. Another concept in chapter 2 that was brought up was about practicing a speech makes us silly, or makes us feel silly, which I perfectly understand, and it makes me feel really silly a lot of the time, and that's why I don't like practicing. I would rather just wing a speech. The last concept I would like to talk about is knowing your audience. Now this means that you need to know your audience for your words, so how big or how complicated your sentence structure and topic's going to be, and as well as that, know how your audience is going to respond to you and what they're trying to get out of you. Thank you for watching, and tune in for more of my blogs about Confession of a Public Speaker.